Hey everybody, my name's Mariano. I'm here with Untamed Dog Training.
What's up guys, my name is Brent LaBrada. I'm here with CANIS Training.
This is going to be fun. We want to talk about the difference between a good dog and a trained dog, and I'm excited to get your thoughts in particular, so let's get this going.
Let's do it.
In your words, what is a good dog, or what makes a dog a good dog?
A good dog is a dog that, very simply put, is absent of bad behavior. And what most people consider bad behavior is a dog who's being annoying, a dog who's being destructive, or a dog who is being aggressive. And literally your dog can do everything else under the sun, and your dog, in your eyes, is a good dog.
Okay, so tell me the difference now between a trained dog. What's the difference?
Well, a trained dog is a little bit different. A trained dog is a good dog who also knows what to do, when to do it, and who to do it for, and I think most importantly, knows how to feel.
No, okay, give me an example.
Okay, so yeah, that's usually the most confusing one, knowing how to feel. Since we were kids, let's talk about humans and we'll see how it applies to dogs. When we were kids, we learned how to feel about things, right? When I was really, really small, if I didn't get what I wanted, I would throw a tantrum. If I was upset about something, I would wear it on my sleeve. If I was, extremely happy and energetic, I would be relatively hyperactive and annoying, right? And it was kind of the guidance of our parents and our peers that kind of taught us, to calm down a little bit, to mind your manners, and conduct ourselves in a way that was more
Socially appropriate?
Socially appropriate, but balanced, right? We didn't have to be at 100 all the time, right? And so a lot of times we see our dogs who, a lot of good dogs we see, they are usually somewhere from 0 to 100, right? They're very relaxed, and then all of a sudden they see something they really, really like, and they become annoying. Or they're really, really relaxed, they see something that they want really bad, and they destroy it. And then on the same note, we might see a dog who's really cool, calm, and collected, and then see something that makes them scared or defensive, and now they're aggressive, right? Mm-hmm. So those would be kind of my examples.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
It does answer my question, but it brought up another question. Mm-hmm. So you were talking about kids, mm-hmm. and you were talking about the raising of you, mm-hmm. right? So
right.
What I wish there was more about there was the understanding of how dog training is dog raising, it's relationship mm-hmm. building, and I want to let you riff on that just a little bit, and I'll format it like this. When we train dogs, the real important stuff, I'm sure you'll agree, is mm-hmm. we have to teach you to train your dog, because we're in and out, mm-hmm. and then it's your dog. And I want to know why it's important for the owner to know how to regulate, like your parents and elders would help you out.
Right. I always tell my clients, I said, let the dog experts teach you how to be your dog's expert. This is a message I like to give people.
That's cool.
Because every dog is specific, and just like every kid is specific. So we need to teach dog owners not only how to develop behaviors in their dog, but also understand their behavior specifically. Like, why does my dog chase the cat? Why does my dog bark at certain things? Why does my dog dig or steal my sandals? Or why does my dog whine when I'm in the restroom? Like, there's all these little things that we need to understand the whys before we can start treating them. We need to also understand that, this dog might be different than my previous dog, and I might have to just change my approach a little bit.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it's a very big one. So you were talking about relationships?
Yeah, so my question, to hit it more directly, was, mm-hmm. I'll give you a little bit and then just take this over, okay? So my favorite thing when I'm working with a client is I really want them to understand there's that funny thing of like, oh, the dog's behaving so well because the trainer's here. Mm-hmm. And we're like, yeah, but the only thing that I do that you don't is through expectation, through obedience, through the fun, and through the boundaries, I've set myself up in a way that the dog just has a healthy respect for me and just has that second thought of, oh my God, Mariano's here, I'm excited, but that doesn't mean I'm allowed to jump. And it's just that little bit of consideration.
Yeah. And I would say, I guess the point, like a word that's just stuck out in my head when I heard you giving that example was communication. And the big difference between dog trainers and dog owners is we know how to communicate the dogs. And that's why when we want to help you become your dog's expert, we got to also teach you how to speak their language. We got to teach your dog how to speak your language, and that's mostly what obedience training really is. And once we have that communication structure, now we can actually get our dogs to understand things that we want, right? As dog trainers, when we work with dogs, we develop that rapport as their teacher, as their coach, as their mentor. So it's very easy for that dog to look up to us and see what we like and what we don't like and put it to memory.
Right, especially when the pressure's on, when there's another dog around, when they, something that makes the dog nervous, they're comfortable enough and they trust us enough to let this go because they know that we know what they need in order to just move past this.
Yeah.
Right. So how important is it to train your dog?
It's super important. I mean, dog training, in essence, as you mentioned earlier, is dog raising. In essence, what we're teaching our dogs to have the ability to do in training is we're teaching them to adapt to our lifestyles. And the only way that they're going to be able to adapt to our lifestyle is teaching them to focus when we need them to, teaching them to control themselves in their appropriate situations, and also teaching dogs to ask and wait for permission for things, right? In a world ran by humans and human rules, our dogs don't necessarily understand that they shouldn't do certain things or that they can't jump on the counter and take, my sandwich off the counter. Right. So it's our job to really teach our dogs our values, right? The problem in dog training a lot we see is we get mad at dogs for doing things we never taught them not to do, right? And this is kind of unfair. We see it all the time.
Right. It's funny. It's like that in between of he's a dog, but we teach him human values in a human world and in a way that a dog communicates.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, this has been great. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Mariano, Untamed Dog Training.
And my name is Brent, and I'm from CANIS Dog Training.
And if you like this video, keep an eye open because there's more coming. So please feel free to check us out. We've got our Instagram handles down here. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else you can imagine. So thank you guys so much, and we will see you soon.
See you guys later.